The Zambezi shark, the most aggressive of all ocean predators. It's notorious for leaving the safety of the deep blue oceans and venturing up these murky rivers in search of prey. But lurking in this shadowy place is Africa's deadliest killer, the Nile crocodile. Actual sightings and amateur footage of clashes between the two has brought maverick scientists Ryan Johnson and Tess Hempson together on a quest to capture on video for the first time ever what really happens when shark meets croc.
You right there, Tess?
Yeah, but this fish is bad, hey?
Yeah, just stick close. Just crawl along, slowly.
Yeah, we could lose each other quick. I feel something everywhere. This is so eerie.
Gotta say, I'm not liking it much.
Did you see something?
This is insane. What are we doing here?
We had just discovered a monster bull shark almost 100 kilometers up the Breda River. Now, while I was researching this, I discovered an unbelievable story about a salty crocodile attacking and eating a bull shark in Australia. Now, anyone who knows bull sharks and knows their reputation would find this really hard to believe. Here in Africa, they're known as Zambezis because of how many are found up the Zambezi River. They're known to be one of the most aggressive of all sharks and can have more testosterone in them than any other species. They're completely unpredictable. Now, the unique thing about them is that they can survive both in sea and in fresh water. They've even been found hundreds of kilometers up rivers. The more I looked, the more I found. Recently, a Nile crocodile had been spotted swimming far out to sea. Although freshwater animals, these crocodiles have a special gland that allows them to survive in salt water. So in reality, we have an overlapping territory where both these super predators live. A kind of Bermuda Triangle where strangely both must at times come together. I wondered, was there any eyewitness accounts of clashes right here in Africa? Then I found a clip on YouTube showing a crocodile from St. Lucia that had been decapitated by what locals thought must have been a Zambezi shark. There's also a bunch of eyewitness accounts and a clip showing a shark getting attacked by a crocodile that had been caught by a fisherman off Lake Sabaya. This was amazing stuff, but I wasn't totally convinced and I had to know more. It was time for me and old Stumpy to take a road trip. I called an old friend, Tess Hempson, who'd done a lot of work with sharks in KwaZulu-Natal and was working in Mozambique. Completely in love with sharks and an avid diver, Tess was a fair dinkum babe with brains.
I've known Ryan since he first came from New Zealand to study great white sharks. We are both marine scientists, so our paths often tend to cross. And I've got to know Ryan as the kind of guy that is never satisfied until he's actually seen it for himself. So, when he called asking about Zambezi shark and crocodile interactions, I did not need much convincing to drop everything and join him in a quest to find out what happens when crocs meet sharks.
Our challenge was simple, an expedition into Zambezi country, the large estuary systems in northern KwaZulu-Natal to film, for the first time as far as we are aware, Zambezi sharks and crocodiles together. We had given ourselves just 11 days to do this. For me, these videos actually raise a lot more questions than they do give answers.
Absolutely, they give us the evidence that they're both in those estuary systems. But as far as I can tell, there's still no real footage of the two of them together. And I think that's our challenge for the next couple of days.
Yeah, we've been given 11 days. We got Stumpy up top there, our mascot. 1970s Land Rover. Couple of 1950s cameramen. We got a pretty average team.
I think we've got a challenge ahead of us, but that's what we like.
And so the mission begins. Our first stop, Shelley Beach, on KwaZulu-Natal in the south coast. Here, Zambezi fundi Mark Addison was going to join us for a closer look at the Zambezi found here on Protea Bank Reef. This was also a good time to get to know Charles Maxwell, our underwater cameraman, and get a feel for the whole crew and how we were going to work together. Mark's been diving with Zambezis here on Protea Banks for decades and knows the enormity of the challenge ahead.
as hard as it is to work with them, you just can't bank on what they're going to do next.
No sooner had we gone overboard, this large tiger shark appeared, attracted by our bait bucket.
Sweet, Tess, see that tiger shark?
Oh my word, that's a beaut, it's food. See, and it's keen on that bait, eh?
You know, this was a pretty cool sighting, but we were here to see Zambesis.
Bull shark, Tess, below you, look, it's a bull shark.
Yeah, I see him. Ryan, right behind you, incoming bull shark, just below you to the right.
Cool, got it. Look at them, sweet, eh? You know, these bull sharks are still pretty timid. Look how low they're staying in the water. What you see when you're diving with these bull sharks is that when you're around humans, they stay a little bit lower than you. And if you go down, you even see them going down further. A lot more cautious than people think.
They are, it's unbelievable. As soon as you start trying to get close, they just head down for the deep.
A lot of people have that preconception that these guys are man-eaters. They just come in and they'll be aggressive. But you can just look and see how cautious they actually are.
The Zambezi sharks were quite relaxed, but we know about their reputation. We know that they can change in a flash, and their unpredictability can make them more dangerous to humans than any other shark.
Don't get complacent. I reckon these bull sharks are going to be a different kettle of fish once we see them up in the river.
Those river systems with the poor visibility, it's a huge challenge. You know, both are going to be unsighted. You, in fact, all three. You know, you, the croc, and the bull shark. The bull shark I'd be more nervous of. The crocs, I mean, there's no doubt that 2-3 times a year they're taking people there. That we know of. Between the two, I wouldn't know who to choose. I certainly know from the work that I've done with the bull sharks that if they switch on and flare up, they can take on much bigger than their own. And they will. There's no doubt they'll see you coming.
With Mark's cautious words, we set off north. We knew the Umfolozi River was our best bet to get Zambesis and Crocs together. But we had heard that there was plenty of sharks at the Tagala River mouth also. This was on the way, and it made sense to try to get our shots here.
Wow, so this is the Chigala then, eh? So what are you mission for?
You know, just looking at it, it's a lot bigger than I thought. For what I thought anyway.
It's definitely bigger than I thought, eh?
Seriously, when you look at this place and you just see this, the size of this river, the fact that it's dirt brown mud, you realise what sounds very easy back in the office is probably a hell of a lot harder than you expect.
Sure. So we've got to find sharks and crocs in this, eh?
There's an absolute reason why people haven't ever filmed bull sharks and crocodiles together in their natural habitat.
Clearly.
That's because of crap.
And I think we're about to find out what that
this.
is. Yeah.
You know, in terms of a plan, what we're going to do, or what we can do, is really get on the water. We've got to get a boat, and we've got to get some way to attract the bull sharks at least up to that boat so we can see them. Crocodiles, I think we just get up and scout as far up that river as possible, see if we can see any.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Wait. Crocodile, croc.
No.
Serious.
Are you kidding me?
Don't get out.
Whatever. That
Sorry,
is so not
sorry,
the kind of
sorry.
croc we're after. Very focused.
The first croc at Tagala River. It was irresistible, I'm sorry.
That's kind of irresistible to smack you with this.
We needed to speak to some locals to get the lay of the land. You want to talk to this guy?
Yeah, well, you're fishing here, yeah? Yeah, in Beachan. Sharks. You know the sharks? Do you see them in the corner there?
No crocodiles.
Doesn't sound like there are any crocs, eh? But he said he saw sharks this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Tess, you're actually useful for something. Then, a clue.
Whoa.
There were some predators around.
Did you see inside there? Oh, that's horrible.
That's half a dog for sure.
Wow.
You know, unpleasant as it is, this is pretty good evidence, or at least gives us a damn good clue that there's possibly bull sharks in this river. Ideally, what you want to see on a shark bite would be very clean. You could actually see between where the teeth were. You should be able to see little bits of fluff like that.
Oh, right, okay.
There's less smelly things to do than that. Let's go find that.
So let me jump over.
On it? Yeah. So with manual, you got that. You got your high, your low, your neutral.
Right, okay. And these pedals down here, how do those work? You putting your seatbelt on?
Go up here.
Whatever. Right, let's go.
Oh no, what's going wrong, Tess? You're like driving it for like, what, 1 minute?
Back in your box, shit. Right. It's like a roll though, you're gonna have to give it a push. There's just nothing there. It sucks.
I can always walk down and go pick up the clutch from halfway down the hill.
You wiggle it up there, and I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, this is high range. I don't know if she actually thinks she's gonna fix it.
Okay, right, give that a go.
Exactly the same. This is what happens when you put a couple of scientists out in the bush. She's smoking her socks. You might as well film her because she's looking so bloody happy right now. I've never seen somebody so proud of themselves. We need to find out if there are crocs here. And to do this, we need some sort of bait. A goat would be the best option. We were directed to a place that sold goats. Hello.
Hello. Good. You don't have a goat for us for like maybe, like say 600?
600?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this negotiation. I'm walking away. She's...
Next 600.
Maybe we can get it to stand for 50 rand and we'll get 900.
900?
Yeah, 900 at this
Right.
card.
Can we choose a goat or are you going to get the goat?
What?
Sorry, I'm from another country.
Okay.
We found a great bunch of guys that had goats for sale, willing to give us a good price.
Okay.
Oh, you need now?
Yeah.
No, we didn't get it with 350.
I thought we had a deal now.
Have we got it? Can we get a bucket for the blood? Yeah, the thing that pisses me off though is people, you eat meat, you eat goats.
This is exactly my thing, and that's a lot of why I don't want to eat meat generally, is because I'm like, man, I've got no issue with eating meat. You're omnivores, but then you got to be able to kill it. That's why I like fish, I can kill. Hey, little goat. And it's all well and good saying we're going to go and get a goat, but you know, if you're going to be getting a goat, you've got to take responsibility for that, and yeah, so we felt it was pretty important to witness it being slaughtered, which, you know, a lot of people, it's not something you see. You're quite distant from that side of eating meat or using meat or animals. So it does kind of hit an emotional chord, definitely. I mean, you kind of like to think that you're aware and in tune and okay with this kind of thing, but there is something about a bleating goat and watching it being slaughtered that, even if you're not doing it yourself, that, yeah.
I think what we got from today was the enormity of our challenge. Coming over that rise and seeing Tigala River, how big it was, how muddy it was, how dirty it was. Realizing that we've got 11 days to try to achieve something that really nobody else has ever achieved, and that's to document this natural behavior between crocs and bull sharks. We needed to find a boat. So supposedly it's down here somewhere on the beach.
Right. Man, can't believe we finally got a boat organised. That's amazing. I wonder...
No, that's not it.
That's... You don't reckon, hey? That's definitely not it.
Is this a boat for Ryan?
Yeah,
And the motor? Was there no motor organised with the boat?
that's the motor, yeah.
No, you serious, dude?
Yeah.
This is crap.
It's not like we have many options. I feel like I'm on a gondola.
You want to start sorting the
Tell you what, man, do you want me to paddle?
Not really. We didn't notice that the tide was turning, and soon we were getting washed out to sea.
Right, making any ground, getting sucked up. Ryan, bro, you're gonna have to jump first. I'll pedal.
Hold it, Tess, hold on.
Ryan, are you okay?
wasn't good. We knew there were sharks around and the current was pulling us out.
Paddling out there, getting the current wrong and end up getting swept out to sea was embarrassing.
Stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Paddling was clearly not an option, so we began our big track. Tess, if you see anything that looks like an area where crocs could possibly pull out, please tell me, because I can't see squat here. Such a bad idea.
What a mission, man.
Oh, that's thorns. Our aim was to leave our bait far upstream, to see if we could attract crocs. There were sharks around. The locals had seen plenty in the mouth. See, the thing is, if a shark does take something, I don't want to lose everything in one go. Take that stomach out. Take the stomach out, let's do sardines in the blood first. That stomach's just revolting.
Should we break them up here?
Yeah.
What's like the guts?
If a shark decides to take this, it can pull the whole boat under, which wouldn't be good. Okay, you do it. You do it. I'll get the sardines ready. Really, we just got to start keeping a good eye out, Tess, because this is a bad time of day now. Get out of there when you're finished. You see it, just floating there, just above the water. Locals had seen crocs, so things were a little tense. Now let's just wait out here, Tess. The excitement is you have to wait for about 4 or 5 hours, possibly 12 hours. Geez, it's been a long day today. When you think back, this has been a killer.
Man.
Mosquito repellent? Nothing? Food? No?
Water?
Honestly, I think we leave the meat out overnight, head back, and then we can come up against the morning and see what's happened. You know, one of the things that was nice for me was that Tess got stuck in some pretty difficult situations today. And, you know, it was always in the back of my mind that, you know, she could get a bit panicked or things could go wrong. And she held it together, which was good, because I think in the next few days, in the next week or so, things are going to get a lot more hectic. Before checking on the bait, we decided to dive out into the mouth to see how murky it was and to find where the sea met the river water.
We went out to sea and we had a look at, you know, what it'd be like to go over the barrier where going from the blue water out at sea, which is completely salty, into the much fresher, murkier water that's coming out of the mouth that's been washed up by the river outflow, to sort of start getting a feel for the path that a bull shark would travel when coming into the estuary mouth. Yeah, to also start looking for bull sharks, start trying to find out where are they hanging out. Are they sitting on some sort of gradient offshore where fresh water meets salt water? Is there something about the turbidity or the murkiness in the water that is attracting the sharks, or that they're hanging off on? Yeah, just to start trying to get a feel for their world and what their passage is like.
You know, Tess, what's cool about this dive is as we get close to the river mouth, you're going to see it get murkier and murkier. And after those 2 weeks of rain, you can just imagine what amount of mud water's coming out here.
It's going to make our job harder, but this is exactly what the bull sharks like, so I guess we're in the right place. The all this fresh water gushing out of here, as murky as it is, it's sending a fantastic signal for the sharks out at sea.
It's quite an eerie thing coming into that wall of murkiness and kind of knowing that you're coming into water where the sharks definitely have the upper hand and they're definitely there. we sort of start kind of scanning around you a bit more than normal, and it's scary how quickly you lose that visibility, and eventually it's just absolutely zero.
Then, we saw a Zambezi heading towards the river. We tried to follow it, but soon it disappeared. So we called it a day. Man, it's getting dirty in there. As we're getting closer, it just got browner and browner.
Starting to get a little bit airy down there.
Back on land, we trudged back up the river to check on the bait that we had left last night.
I don't know what to say right now. Seriously?
Come on, yeah.
But no sign of anything.
Reality is there's probably bull sharks in this lake. But if ever there was a crocodile habitat, it's right around this island, and we've searched this whole thing and there's not a single crocodile.
And that would have been gone. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
there's
it
no way
looks like we
anything
got
would
lucky
survive.
one thing went, but
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's really bad. In terms of our ultimate goal of getting crocs and bull sharks together, whilst this is a wicked, cool river, I don't think we're going to achieve that. And I think it's probably best time to move on.
The last 4 days had been a struggle. On a hunch, we decided to stop at Degala. Broken down, got our hands on a rather flimsy boat, and nearly been washed out to sea. There were no sign of crocs, so it was time to revert back to the original plan and head north to the Umfolozi River.
we made the decision that it's definitely time to maybe move north, move a little bit deeper into the wilder areas, and see if we can find somewhere where we're more likely to start finding this interaction we're looking for, where shark meets croc.
Day 5, we left Degala and are on the road again, heading further north towards St. Lucia and the Umfolozi River, where we know there are both sharks and masses of crocs.
Next 5 Ks, there's no roads, there's no people, there's nothing. Monsi. So I think if we start at Monsi and work down, as we get further and further away from the village, we're going to have more crocodiles and also get closer to that area where the bull sharks are.
Yeah, exactly. Close to us.
So this is Monsi, a place where the Umfolozi River passes through. We were lucky to find a pretty interesting local to give us some very unique directions.
What's he saying? Ask him, can we go drive down here? Can we get there?
Okay, and with Land Rover, can we get a Lapa side?
Ja, on site.
Okay, manje Lapa? Funa get a Lapa this side, not. He says we go back to the road where we were before.
No, we'll do it.
Land Rovers can do it,
He
right?
must have faith.
Yeah.
Madala says, you cannot take your Land Rover up this road.
That's a challenge if I ever heard one.
But he also said the big crocs are down this end of the river.
From when I was a kid, I've heard reports about fishermen being taken here and literally sitting up on the bank and then being taken by crocs.
Yeah, you're reminding me of all these facts I don't really want to think about, to be honest. How much do you need?
I don't know yet.
There you go.
Yeah, Bonga. Okay, we can see what we can get. Nifune banana. Can I buy? Malini. 20 rand. How's that for a bargain?
He doesn't reckon we get through here. Today, after probably one of the most difficult drives I've ever experienced, we managed to lay eyes on the Umfolozi River. This was a massive moment because of all the locations that we've been to and the locations that we've scouted and researched. This is probably the one place in Africa where we may be able to achieve our goal of getting bull sharks and crocodiles together. So going forward from now, I think it's about finding that exactly perfect habitat, that area where crocodiles are residing, they're hanging out, they're hauling out onto the land, as well as knowing that
there is a good likelihood that bull sharks will be in the waters below. Just imagine how well they can hide. Just disappear into this. Let's carry on.
Google. Focus on the road. Whoa, watch out, left. Jeez. Wow. You see what's up ahead?
Tess really wants to drive, but she's worried if she gets stuck, she'll look like a bit of a fool or something. I don't know. After the Land Rover, she sort of doesn't want to go 2 for 2. But I think she's up to it. I know this guy's thinking we're making a mistake. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Come on! I gotta say, your face was priceless.
We got very nearly stuck in the mud, did lots of slipping and sliding. The Land Rover really proved itself today. Right. Wow, check this out.
Even if we find some evidence of Croc, I can guarantee you this is bull shark territory.
Keep an eye on the water as well.
Water. Oh my God, look at this. These females are on the nest.
When they're nesting, they're super protective, so it makes them doubly dangerous.
Just go slow. This is so out of my comfort zone. I think this is about as close as we can get.
She's huge. Hey, look at that belly.
Keep low. She's preparing to start nesting here. This is her little nest. So rather than going to where she's safe, jumping into the water, she's going to protect this area.
Because she's feeling so territorial and protecting her nest, she's holding her ground.
She's had enough. Shit, back off. She's not liking us at all now. Hey girl, calm down. Back off. Hey. You ever been looked at by primeval?
Wow.
Right there.
Staring down the snout of a crocodile.
You get back to nesting, girl. Slow, let's go. I wish I knew more about Crocs. Shit. There's Croc just there. Look at that. Oh.
Wow. You see, that's the big male over there.
Yeah. These Crocs are the masters of stealth. We just had the big male go down. I can see a little trail of bubbles slowly coming across to investigate us.
Right.
Seriously think we're pushing it too far.
Yeah, it sort of starts sinking in when you get to it, hey?
My relationship with Tess is still evolving, and each day we go further and further into this and put ourselves in more and more stressful positions. It sort of forces us to come together and sort of respect and realize and also understand the boundaries that we have to set for each other.
We finally reached the Umfolozi River mouth. Now we need a plan. A plan to find sharks and possibly lure them into crocodile territory.
Did you see that, Tess? Just where that wave is now. We've also put about this.
You can see how brown these waves are. This water in front of us is virtually fresh. Oh,
Actually
wow.
taste it. Fresh water.
Is it?
We've had floods and rains coming down this river for the last month.
Let's go against the mouth. Let's go. Look.
Okay, are you sure there's not another one? Because I saw the one over there.
Might be, but there's one here as well. For sure. It might be going into the mouth.
Hopefully these sharks here are going to work their way up. And we might get the two coming together.
It's coming together.
And in like that much water.
This was pretty exciting. We had seen our first Zambezi in the river, and now we needed a plan to find crocs in the same area. We bought a fresh goat and started moving up the Umfolozi to look for a suitable place to leave our bait, but it very soon became clear that this river was far too high and fast flowing. It was not going to work. After being so excited about sighting sharks for the first time, once again this seemed like mission impossible. We needed to find a boat. We had heard of a rather dubious character who was willing to rent us a boat.
200.
What?
It all felt a little shady, a little like a drug deal, but we thought we'd go and investigate.
Ask him what he uses it for.
Hey, Bob. How?
All right.
A lantern?
Have you got the...
And manzi ngena lapha? Azikho ngena. Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
At least it's metal.
This is all we found all day.
200.
200, no?
3 days. 3 days?
And I don't know how we stumbled across this character today.
Got some weight to it.
I suspect he was
does.
a
We're going to be fit after this.
I don't think he was straight up and down with the law, but for whatever reason, he had a boat and it was made of metal, which is good.
There we go. How does that feel?
There we go. That's fine.
Fantastic. When he has a lantern, hey?
Yeah.
Second. This is worth more than 100.
Okay, so one seller.
Shot, man.
Yeah, Wanga, thank you.
I have no idea if that guy knows what's going on. I reckon he thinks he just sold us a boat.
I think he might, actually. I don't think it's too bad a deal by his standards.
I'm looking up good.
The idea is to launch the little boat upstream and let the current take us down, so that we can find the perfect baiting spot.
Let's just start keeping an eye out for a place where we might be able to get it into the water. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow. That's way deep. Look at this mud. Look how thick it is. You hang in here. I'll do it.
Okay.
You watching for crocs?
No. We're still about 5 k's up from the river mouth.
This is deep, hey? This is over knee height.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah. Can we do it from here?
This river just got really big on us.
Got it?
Yeah.
It's heavy. Yeah.
Doesn't look like what you get out of the supermarket.
We had the chance to choose a really good habitat, a real good location to leave our bait. Bingo, we found what seemed like a good spot. We just had to have a look around. This is hippo country. We've got to be careful. Hippos are one of Africa's biggest killers.
You see how short this grass is compared to that? Yeah. So they're using it as a grazing. You can definitely see the hairs in it. Every time you turn around, there's another eye out the water. And a spot like this is perfect for them to haul out nice and close to the riverbanks. They don't lose much energy.
Not all of their scent's going to go out, so it might just take a few days for the crocs to discover it. Because I think these carcasses are good for the crocs, but they're not great for the bull sharks. If we get sardines, you can wait and get it down to the bottom, because this is a massive channel here.
Maybe give it some decent end so we can get it out into the stream nicely.
Shotgun not opening this. Your job, Tess. This is bloody perfect for the crocs, because if they can't smell this. Just pass the string. Just give me some more slack. looks like. We've got our bait set, the goat carcasses for the first time. You get it in? Okay. I just burst the stomach.
Ryan. Hippo, right behind.
Oh shit.
Quickly, tie it off and get out of there.
Coming at us.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan, get out of there. Through it. There's a baby somewhere.
Just keep an eye.
Oh.
What's happening?
Ryan, come on.
They've just gone under, have they?
Yeah.
These hippos are getting agitated. This is their territory, and they want to come home.
The reality is, to get the bull shark, they're not going to come in amongst this debris here. We've got to get something out of the stream. So if we just lie a few of these fish at the surface, off that, we might get to see the dorsal fin. This is the best setup we've got. We know this area is a bull shark area, and that's a crocodile area, and we know this is what bull sharks and crocs like to eat. And where there's food, there's friends.
Let's do it quickly, because I don't want to be in that boat around those hippos for too long.
I don't even think this is an island. I just think this is a build-up of
Yeah, it's just
weeds.
a raft. Exactly.
Baiting is necessary to simulate what would happen naturally.
Stick it up off that thing.
But it's important that we don't manipulate these animals in a way that might change their normal behaviour.
Let's get out of here.
Together with Stumpy and Toe, we return to the bait.
You've been a great mascot. Now it's time to work.
This is going to be the day we've been waiting for, to see crocs and sharks together.
I can't see the carcasses.
We reckon that Stumpy might discourage the hippos from coming too close.
If there was one thing that was different and something I'm very proud about with this expedition, is the fact that it's genuine, it's organic. Just get it down here. You know, we're not trying to create stories or information that doesn't exist. We're going out here to test and to examine a story that we've heard to see if it's actually real. Unbelievable. Wow, that thing's just been destroyed. That must have been a massive croc. You know, because crocs don't bite through this stuff. It's all twisting and they've just broken off at the joints.
That's a lot of pressure, that, yeah. Look at this. This rope's been twisted. That's exactly what a croc does to tear off bits. Have you seen how they do those death rolls?
Huh.
Wow. Look at those lacerations.
This type of regular bite mark here is so much more indicative of a shark than a croc, because that's what you expect. You know, you got, particularly with the bull sharks, you got that single row of functional teeth.
This is amazing. The first clear evidence that sharks and crocs share the same prey
I don't know if it's a shark.
in the strange overlapping Bermuda Triangle type area.
We're taken somewhere safe.
So that looks like it's been cut. That could potentially be shark. Yeah?
It was time to get the camera in the water. First, a safety check.
Nothing.
Damn. That's its tail at the back there. That's how big he is. Why don't we stick this camera in the water, have a go, get practiced, see if it's really worth doing this all over again. Here. Can you give me some slack on the cable there? That's unreal. The light's just not getting in at all. Man, you know what? It's really not worth setting up everything here all over again if we can't even get the underwater footage. do we need the in-water footage? Is that the critical point for us to see what's actually going on between these two predators?
For me it is.
Well, that's it. So if that is our priority, then we need to be able to see on this camera.
We were gutted. We had got so close, but then, all for nothing. We now understood why no one had managed to get these two species together on camera before. Arriving at Umfolozi, we immediately realised just how far out of our comfort zone we were. Then we spotted Zambesis in the river mouth, which was fantastic. But the flood in Umfolozi was a major obstacle. We organised a small boat, and except for the hippos, we found the perfect spot to complete our mission.
They've just gone under, have they?
The dirty water proved a major stumbling block. Could this be the end? Our options are running out. A local has told us about part of the river that has cleaner water, better visibility. We have no choice but to go and investigate.
Oh, no! Come on, Stumpy, stick with us.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't know that you can really call this a road anymore.
Good. Oh. I'm feeling really proud of you here, dude. Oh.
Slowly, slowly.
If we come right with this place, with this river, we could get onto something good. Come on, Tess.
Okay, you reckon this is the way?
Somewhere down here.
Okay, let's check it out. Right.
Nice one. How camouflage is that? Hey, do you know what it is?
I think it's a gaboon viper.
Can you see his eyes looking at us?
Sure.
Well, these things are supposed to go off the path. Sandbags.
Then, through the undergrowth, we found the river.
Oh, he's seen us. Look at the size of that croc.
That's a big guy, that.
Dad, if we can set something up here, we know there's a lot of bull sharks in this area.
And if we're really lucky, if we get a glimpse of a dorsal fin in this channel here, it'll be absolute gold.
Two up on the bank just around the corner. Oh, there he goes. Just go back. Go back. Well, I think the good news is we got visibility for the first time. The two banks we saw just upriver,
Yeah.
those are obviously the two biggest haul-out areas for crocodiles.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea, because that way we can get into the deep channel and hopefully draw the bull sharks in.
Our anticipation of what lay ahead restricted us to small talk around the fire that night.
Very good.
Tomorrow's another day.
Recognizing you.
Dinner time, Tess.
They decided that this was traditional African cuisine.
Oh no,
And
you're
that you
joking
needed
me.
to be educated in the ways of Africa. And they call them walkie-talkies? Or runaways?
Walkie-talkies.
Runaways.
Because I know you struggle with swimming.
Yeah, and you battle with paddling, so it does look horrific. I think we have to close our eyes.
I suspect more veggies might have been better.
That's good. You know what I want to say? It's just like chicken.
Immediately, some excitement.
Come. Shh. I just saw a fin. No, you. I saw a fin, I promise you.
I've got bull sharks. They're coming into the scent. That's unreal.
Yeah, she's picking up on the scent. She's picking up on the scent of the sardines. She's not even perturbed by the crocs.
There was that split surface. I could not believe this. It is, eh? She's absolutely silent and coming in and having a look. She's well aware of exactly where we are, eh? She's sussing out the scene. Here she comes around again. There we go. Wow.
We've worked so hard to get this far, but now that it's a reality, entering the murk is a daunting prospect. Are we ready?
Right there, Tess.
Yeah, but this is bad, hey?
Just stick close. And that crocodile's just up the river, so let's just walk this way. Just crawl along, slowly.
Yeah, try not to pick up the sediment, it's so murky. I feel something everywhere. This is so eerie.
Gotta say, I'm not liking it much.
Man, I suppose this is where you gotta be, eh?
Yeah, I think we're approaching that bend. Just watch out now, just stay slow, stay close. Just to your left, check it. You see it, it's Croc.
Oh my word, that's its tail.
Pull back, just wait. Let's just wait here. Just let it get used to us.
Jeez, I can't believe that's a Croc. What's that?
Is that a shark? Stay still, I don't want to murk up.
Yeah, it's so dark, it's unreal.
There it is, over to your left, look.
Yeah, got it.
And then, the shot we had been waiting for.
Sharks and crocs.
And in an instant, it was all over. The shot we had worked so hard to get had come and gone. Almost like a dream, but it was there on tape. A shark swimming away from us, almost passing a croc coming in our direction. And then us.
All on camera, man. Bull sharks, crocodiles together.
It's too amazing. I can't believe what we just got.
It felt like a lifetime, but just 11 days ago, we embarked rather naively on this impossible mission. Arriving at Tagala, we realised we had grossly underestimated the enormity of the task. Faced with that large expanse of brown water, what were we thinking? Actually trying to overcome natural logistics and attempt to find crocs and sharks in the same part of that huge river. We should probably have given up the first time we went underwater in the murk. But then, seeing sharks at the Umfolozi river mouth and crocs on the banks made us believe in our quest once again. We managed to lure them together, but water like ink brought us back to earth with a thud. At that stage, we thought it was over. Then, everything fell into place. And we managed to get visuals of a croc with a Zambezi shark in the same shot. Yes, in what must be the first time ever, we captured on camera a Zambezi shark swimming less than 2 meters from a Nile crocodile. Amazing. So what did we learn? We learned that all the evidence we had seen before had been manipulated or was due to human intervention. What is the ultimate result of this mission? These super predators do coexist, and as far as we could see, they do seem to tolerate each other. Maybe not happily, but they didn't go looking for confrontation. And for ourselves, we learnt far more on the journey, even though the outcome is a world first.
We achieved our mission, hey? We got crocs and sharks in the same shot.
I think it's time to take Stumpy home.
Yeah, he served us well. Get him back to the museum.
Where to now?
Well, I heard a story about a shark.
Yeah?
Yeah, sounds like we should follow up.